2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
The Chargers take
Let's go.
first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set, 180.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
White, recon, 132. Recon!
Rivers on first down. Completes it to Benjamin. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Come off the ball.
Hey, zoom.
41. We got to wedge that, huh?
Come on, D. Keep it skinny. Q.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Chargers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, and on the tackle there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Buffalo one.
Check, Mike, 30.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, let's get that ball right here.
Get on.
To throw, Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Alpha.
Hey, check, Mike.
Hey, my 7.
Come to my world.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We own now. 49's the mic.
Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Here's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Watson being chased out left. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him up.
And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Rivers, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
Hey, exit.
Tighten down. Tighten down. There you go.
Hey, hey, hey.
41's the Mike.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Here's Rivers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Run 80. Check. Hey, Delta. Watch the screen. Watch the load it. Watch load it. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, Delta! Q.
Mike 55! Mike 55! Man, I got you.
Behind!
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Davis now to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Shift. Watch the shift.
3rd and long for Rivers. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, wahoo! Load it! Load it!
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. I'm going to run you over.
Room!
41's to Mike. 41's to
Hey, Haywood!
Mike
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers. And it's caught. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Go white 90. Round 80.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He'll have a first down past the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Reset. 19.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's complete, Stills. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Houston.
Reset. 25. 19. Here we go. 59. Kill.
On first down, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the 50, it's Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Motion. Red Delta! Hey, seam 6.
Final play of the half, Rivers. And it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now a first down throw. Watson forced out to his left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last two plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
This is Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Black 15! Hey, 79! 79!
Day, every day, any day.
White, 80 hot! Hey, on the hot!
From the gun, Rivers. Big hold to the 30. Complete. It's Henry. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry.
41's coming, 41's the mic.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Load it! Load it! 80 hot!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Let's go, let's go.
White, 80 high!
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. They find some open field here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers, that's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hey. Motion. Hey, easy.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Open man is Gordon. Complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st.
Load it.
On 1st down, it's Gordon, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
There we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got you.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Check Mike. Rap. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, Alpha. Hey, check Mike 39. Check.
3rd and goal for Rivers. Gets it to Gordon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, they were successful in one sense. They completed the pass, but still leads them to a tough 4th down situation, doesn't it?
It does, and the deficit more than 3 here in a 1-score game. So the field goal, not their ideal situation. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Switch.
20 points down, he's coming. Kill.
To throw is Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw on third down, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 11, but... Still a little short. Fourth down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's now fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check 13. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Miller. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Benjamin's got it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't.
Now Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 10. I'm gonna go load it. Load it.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
Rivers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on.